Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing this August the 7th, 2025, noontime cryptocurrency and blockchain technology update. And you can see if we take a look at the Bitcoin price, you can see it's continued to move up and it did breach yesterday and is trying to come up near this technical target uh, on this leg, this meandering sort of rising channel up. We're thinking it could come up potentially up here to fulfill where the previous uh, drop was. And right now we're currently meandering up and we're up 1.34% today. You can see we had that brief consolidation yesterday because we had the local resistance right there, but we broke through that resistance and now we're consolidating again. And if we look at the minute time frame, because those are good for the minute time frame when you're on a consolidation, and you can see this local support. What we're doing now is if we go into the at first we'll go into the daily and update the moving averages so we know where we're at. We can see the moving averages haven't really moved a lot from yesterday. They've just more of slithered than moved because the price is just consolidated. It moved a little bit, but not a whole lot. So now if we go into the shorter time frame, like the 15-minute, you can see this current consolidation we're on right now. If you breach this regional low right here, you're likely to consolidate all the way down to the 114,900. If you break this to the upside, your next resistance zone, you can see why we're getting resisted here because right here, and if you scroll further left, you can see the resistance and support right there. You can see this zone right here where you had heavy resistance, right? But if you can break up past this point, your next resistance area is all the way up at 118,000, right? If you get rejected and you stop going to the upside, your first initial support is the 50-day at 113,000, and your major support on the uptrending level is 108,000, and the multi-year channel support of uh, the the rising channel that we have here, right? Ever since the mountain double top, and then we've been in this rising channel, and that is your major lower support at about 107,000 and change. So that's what you want to stay above on your major underneath support is your 3-year pattern support. Your major overhead resistance right now is the swing high of 123,000. If we scroll down to the Ethereum, it had a ferocious rally. It's still continuing its ferocious rally. And if you look at the Ethereum price right now, you can see we're consolidating where we're at. And we're going to do one of two things. Move one is we're coming all the way up here on a breach from this old drop point because we're at the drop point, and we have a 5% move to the upside at $4,055. If it fails and gets rejected where you're at now, we could have a drop all the way back down to retest to 3483 because 3483 is your major underneath long-term support now. And the 4049 is your major overhead resistance because it is your megaphone neckline resistance, right? So that's what we're looking at there for the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. If we scroll into the XLM, they're doing the same things at a different price level. We'll scroll out and you can see right now we bounced out that 36 cents. We got that initial rejection here the last couple of days, day and a half at the 41 cents. Got support on the 41 cents. Now we're back at the drop point. If we breach these two areas here, your next move would take you to 43 cents. 43 cents is your major short-term resistance, where if you get above that, you're short-term bullish again, right? As long as you're below that, you're short-term bearish. And if you could break to 43 cents, you can make another run up there at about the 48 cents. If you get resisted and you fall back for any reason below this 43 cents, your major underneath support is the 36 cents and the 50-day moving average. Below it, you can see if you could breach the 43 cents, you can make a run up into here, the 48 to 52 cents, right? So that's what we're looking at in the short term. The XRP, the same thing. We're running right up against our upper resistance again, which is the 307 new major short-term support and resistance. And this time, if we blow up high here on a double hit and we take it out, we'll immediately come to 332. But if we get rejected, so that's what you need to know in the short term. That's your major overhead resistance in the short term. But if you get resisted by here, this looks like a short term mountain double top or I'm topping out reversal pattern. Then you could be looking at a 280 coming back down to, right? So right now, this is what you need to focus on in the short term. Can you break this 307 or are you going to get resisted and rejected by this once again. Like the channel, subscribe. This was just a noontime update. We'll look at algo and the altcoins here in a little while. Peace and love. The Rock's eyebrow, Jay.